Coming up on Look Today, well, South Glens Falls School District has begun a search for a new superintendent. I've got details. And Saratoga Arts Center held a press conference today for first night. More on that coming up. And Toys for Tots stations are placed throughout the Tri-North County region. As for people who want to give back to the community, I've got those details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Meg Haggerty. She's Director of Community Engagement for Queensbury United Methodist Church, and we're joined by Deb Romanazzi. She's Assistant Coordinator for the Spirit of Christmas Holiday Festival. They're here to talk about this year's festival, which is happening this Saturday, December 2nd. I also sit down with Donna Perquette. Now, she's Chairperson, Glens Falls Foundation, and she's here to talk about the backpack program called Good to Go and how you can get involved. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, South Glens Falls School District has begun the search for a new superintendent. Now, the school has accepted the resignation of Mike Patton, who will become the new superintendent for the Saratoga Springs School District. Well, James Dexter, who's district superintendent of BOCES, is in charge of the search. Now, he will also name a new interim superintendent next week. Well, we spoke to James about this.
Somebody who has experience working with budgets, somebody who has experience working with communication with the community. This is also a district that has a large capital program that is going to be happening, so they obviously want somebody who knows how to do that work, and so the goal of the interim is to be competent and skilled and experienced, so the board can focus a little bit on not only their day-to-day work that they have to do, but also the identification of the new superintendent.
In other news, well, Saratoga Arts Center held a press conference today for first night. Now, this year's theme is Light It Up. The event ushers in the new year and is one of the country's oldest first night celebrations. Now, the main stage at the City Center will feature magician Scott Jameson and mentalist John Stetson. Now, we spoke to Alex Jones. She's first night director.
This year is Light Up the Night. We think that's a perfect theme because it in many ways showcases our local artists, it illuminates what they can do, and then we've tied that in with what's going on with the kids' events at the Children's Museum, for example. They're making lanterns and they're going to have a parade that goes to the Lake Ave Elementary. So, you know, it's a great theme.
Alex does a great job with that every year, and we'll have her on for an interview. All right, switching from news to weather. Today saw temperatures bounce from the 20s into the 30s, even low 40s in some places. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Let's take a look at the national maps for tonight. High pressure will be basically heading off to the western Atlantic as a cold front will make its way towards the Appalachian Mountains and eventually the northeast. We had a warm front boundary lift northward through our area tonight. Temperatures will drop to the mid to upper 30s depending on where you are. 36 in Albany, 32 in Scranton, 31 in Boston. And then we'll see across the area generally mid to upper 30s, 37 in Greenwich, 36 towards Fort Edward. Glens Falls will be in the mid 30s as well for an overnight low. We'll see Bolton and areas towards Johnsburg and Pottersville just below freezing. We'll see a few showers late, maybe a little snow mixing in at higher elevations with that south breeze at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We'll see gradual clearing after a few showers, 45 on Wednesday. Out the door, we'll see a few showers ending with those partly sunny skies. Upper 30s to lower 40s are expected. We'll see that sunshine really back in the forecast on Thursday, but it'll be a chilly morning though. 19 the overnight low with that cold front passing by. Then back in the mid 40s for highs with a 30% chance of rain and snow on Friday. Some snow at higher elevation. Then we'll cool down to the mid upper 20s for lows each morning for Saturday and Sunday. High temps back in the mid 40s, partly sunny skies and winds out of the northwest. That's a look at the first look weather update. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Clarence. Nice smile there, Clarence. All right, back to the news. You know, as we get closer to the holiday season, it's important to get back to the community, especially for those in need. Now, anybody who's wishing to donate gifts for kids in need can do so by finding the different Toys for Tots locations listed throughout the region. You can find out about it by going online. There are 13 different stations in the Tri-North counties, and these stations will be open only until December 11 so that they can distribute the gifts. Well, we spoke to Helen Kalinkowitz. She's marketing manager, Adirondack Region at Centers Healthcare.
There are kids in our area that may not have toys there and that are available to have them. So it's very important for us to be able to give back to the community. It's one of our goals at Centers to give back into our community, to give to the boys and to the girls.
Up next, I sit down with Meg Haggerty. She's Director of Community Engagement for Queensbury United Methodist Church. And we're joined by Debbie Romanazzi. She's the Assistant Coordinator of the Spirit of Christmas Holiday Festival. And they're here to talk about this year's festival that's happening this Saturday, December 2nd, right in Queensbury. I also sit down with Donna Perquette. She's Chairperson, Glens Falls Foundation. And she's here to talk about the backpack program. It's called Good to Go and how you can get involved. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. We're running a little tight on time, but I do want to mention something. Today is Giving Tuesday, and as you can probably tell, we're doing a lot of interviews with not-for-profit organizations and organizations that are giving back to the community. Just think about Toys for Tots or what they're doing at the United Methodist Church. There's a bunch of things that are going on. So remember, Giving Tuesday, donate to your favorite not-for-profit organization. Tonight on Look TV, Queensbury Town Board meeting. Don't forget, you can tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.